After nearly 10 months and thousands of hours of testimony, the November 13th Paris terrorism trial has concluded. 20 people are facing charges related to their involvement in a series of attacks across the capital that killed 130 people in 2015. This includes Salah Abdeslam, the last surviving member of the terrorist cell that carried out the carnage. He could end up sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. In his final statement before the court, Abdeslam apologized and said he hadn't killed anyone.
I made mistakes, it's true, but I'm not a murderer. I'm not a killer. And if you convict me of murder, you will be committing an injustice.
Many of the defendants said the hearings had changed them and offered their condolences to the victims.
I didn't wait to have regrets. Every day we have regrets. It's very hard to see the victims sitting in the room.
Afterwards, family members and victims of the attacks said they believed their testimony made a difference.
The victims' testimonies on the stand really had an impact, really had an effect.
We must never forget that behind the crimes they committed or aided, they are still men. They've done appalling things, but they are still men, so I imagine that they were affected by the trial.
The prosecution has asked for sentences ranging from 5 years to life imprisonment, while the defense said it was important the defendants had a chance to offer final remarks.
These words must be effective. Above all, we must not repeat procedural elements. It's not a plea, it's a last impression, the moment to talk about the victims. It's important to see what consequence the 9 or 10 months of testimony have had on the individual's conscience.
Now the judges will review all the evidence and examine the charges of each defendant one by one. Their verdict is expected on Wednesday.